Honorable, what was your position today and what was your vote today on the draft bill?
Well, my position on the draft bill, actually, since at the beginning when I received the bill, my position was no. And then I am supported by a legal challenge, that is Section 100 of the existing Constitution. That says the National Assembly restrict the National Assembly members of passing some law that entail one party state or one religious, or to change the decision of a high court, or also to deny somebody like retroactive law on a vested and acquired right. Actually, this section restricts the National Assembly to pass a bill that contains some of these provisions. And if you look at the provision, it has some retroactive effect. So in that regard, legally, the parliament have no capacity to amend it. And then that provision, again, it is an entrenched provision. When parliament has to do that, the provision must be sent to the people for a referendum. That means that there was a legal defect during the process of enacting this 2020 draft. So for me, it's not about actually maybe it is supporting this or that. My point is, legally, I am not mandated to carry out the process.
And a lot of people say that failing to support this draft bill means that you support the 1997 Constitution.
Well, you see, the 1997 Constitution, I think people misconstrue a constitution and the ruler. The 1997 Constitution is a text, just like the draft we have. And if you look at the draft, most of the provisions are borrowed from the 1997 Constitution. So there is nobody who can convince me, okay, it was bad. If it was bad, they will not actually borrow from the Constitution. If the 1997 Constitution was a bad Constitution, when the then President Jammeh refused to go, we will not depend on the same provision, on the same Constitution, to remove him from power. So for me, the idea of saying the 1997 Constitution is maybe it's an APRC Constitution or it's a dictatorial Constitution is not something that I can understand. What I understand is the implementer, the person who implements the law. If I pass the law and then go and rule by my power, that has nothing to do with the law.
Of course, they say that there is no constitution in any country that is not plagiarized. A lot of Gambian people have actually accused the CRC of wasting too much resources only to copy and paste constitution of other countries. What do you have?
Yeah, actually, it is actually plagiarized. Even the National Assembly Research Unit made some research, and in the footnote of the research, most of the provisions are borrowed from Kenya. You see, I am not disputing. Nobody have no constitution. It's a copyright. But okay, actually, if you are borrowing or benchmarking, Kenya is from South Africa. Gambia is from West Africa. If you are borrowing, get the idea, put it into our own context. But if you just take it as it is in Kenya, and actually, if you look at it, our society, we have different society, we have different standard of living. We don't share anything, mostly culturally. So you don't just take as it is from their constitution and you put it in our constitution. You can get the idea, take this idea, put it into our context as a society, as a Gambian.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.